Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Modi. Today I'm bringing you a new video, another kind of vlog that I've started doing recently. I did one for the Xbox One about a week ago, and I'm doing another one. This one is about the Xbox One, but it's also about the PlayStation 4. Now, to begin, this week that just passed was the week of E3 2013, and Sony and Microsoft went at it, with their conferences, bashing each other, not really bashing each other, but, fighting for their audience. Like, you want to buy Xbox One because of this, or you want to buy PlayStation 4 because of this, and a lot of stuff's been going on, and then, stuff circulating around the internet and stuff. So, let's begin about a few controversies. My Xbox went to connect for some reason. Anyway, so the first thing to start with is that Microsoft's press conference. Microsoft's press conference was, in my opinion, really good. I mean, they didn't focus on what I thought they should have. Like, in my eyes, to please the fans more, after, kind of burning them, is that they should have focused on the questions that are at hand that everybody wanted. Like, what they the problems that people have. Like, what about the 24-hour check-in and the no being able to lend games anymore, and it's so everyone wanted that. That didn't happen. They kind of just ignored that and didn't really focus on the problem at hand that they don't see as a problem. If you I watched a couple Major Nelson reviews and Don Matrick, and they both are just like, yo, it's not a problem. It's what we want. It's our vision of the future. We're going this way. Gaming is going this way. Come with us. And so everyone's like, fuck that. And then we don't want a future of restrictions and, not being able to own our games and stuff like that. But aside from all the hate and controversy and stuff like that, the conference was really good. They showed a lot of great games, even though there was some mess-ups with the audio and, stuff like that. It happens. PlayStation had happened to PlayStation 2. The Assassin's Creed demo crashed halfway through and they had to move on. But it just happens. And it doesn't mean the conference was bad. It just, shit happens. They showed a couple really good exclusives. They showed Dead Rising 3, Forza 5, which we all knew about from March or May, or whenever their conference was. I believe it was May. Yeah. They also showed Halo, the next Halo. Everyone's like, oh, it's some side game or something. Well, it's Halo 5. It's Halo 5. They just probably didn't have the logo finished yet, and they just put Halo. But yeah, the conference was really good. They showed a lot of good games. The gameplay was stupendous. It was just awesome. I enjoyed it. A lot of people were like, oh, PlayStation stole Microsoft's conference. When it comes to games, in my opinion, and I'll get to Sony's press conference later, when it comes to games, in my opinion, I think Microsoft did a better job. Microsoft, the games Microsoft showed looked really good, looked really appealing to me. The games that Sony showed, I really didn't like a lot of them. Like, I could care. Infamous was an okay game, and trust me, I had a PlayStation longer than an Xbox. I had a PlayStation at least 2 years longer than I did an Xbox, and I didn't like a lot of the PlayStation exclusives. I could care less for Infamous. There's another one too. I can't remember the name of the Killzone. Killzone. There we go. Killzone was okay. I didn't really like Killzone. Killzone 3. Killzone 3 was okay, but I wasn't a big Killzone fan either, to be honest. And the only exclusive I really, really liked, the two exclusives, and the first one isn't really exclusive anymore. The second one still is, but they don't have a game in production, at least not known to the public. Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet was the only exclusive that I really, really enjoyed from PlayStation. The other one was Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts was always an exclusive from 1 and 2. Chain of Memories and 358 over 2 days and all that stuff were all Nintendo, and then there's Birth by Sleep for the PSP, excuse me. But there was nothing ever released on Xbox, ever. Kingdom Hearts 3 got announced at Sony's press conference, and it's going to be released for both. It's going to be released for the PS4 and the Xbox One. So, that, I mean, to be honest, when I was watching Sony's press conference and they revealed that, I got a fatty, not gonna lie. I mean, I was freaking out. And I was like, I'm seriously considering going to PlayStation 4 over Xbox One. Like straight up, not even, no competition. I love Halo and whenever the next Gears of War is coming out and stuff like that. But Kingdom Hearts. So, I mean, that might have been the game changer, but after they released that Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to be on Xbox One as well, that kind of made up my mind. I mean, me, I've always been an Xbox guy. Like, I got PlayStation first, as you all know, but then I got an Xbox about 2 years later, and to me, in my opinion, Xbox just feels better. It looks better, feels better. Gaming-wise, PlayStation does look better, but it isn't always the look that wins gamers over. They also like the feel, the gameplay, the controller too. Like this controller. This controller. I mean, it's a cool controller. It's Gears of War 3, but the controller in general, all the controllers just feel amazing. Like in your hand, they just feel great, and it feels good. It feels good to game with them, and PlayStation, on the other hand, I never really liked the DualShock controllers. They were too small for me. Even when I was a kid, they were really small for me. And they felt really weird. They felt really cheap. And I never enjoyed PlayStation's controllers, ever. The interface, the user interface, the operating system, whatever you want to call it, I enjoyed Microsoft's Xbox 360's operating system a lot more. When the 360 had its first dashboard, the whole side tray stuff that would come, you would move and there was like a tray. I didn't like that back then. I liked Sony's PlayStation 3's operating system. But then after they got the new Xbox Experience update, and from then on forward, I've loved Xboxes. Like, straight up. It's just, I don't know. It's just how it's always been. I've just enjoyed Xbox a lot more. Now, I am going for Xbox One. That doesn't mean I might not get a PS4. I mean, don't get me wrong either. I'm not a fanboy. I love Sony. I love PlayStation. PlayStation is fun. I had a great time with my PlayStation 3 and my PS2. PS2, one of the best consoles ever. I will gladly admit it. But as I said, in my opinion and in my preference, I enjoyed Xbox more. Xbox One looks really good, in my opinion. The console looks pretty good. I mean, it's a little plain, but it looks really good. The PlayStation 4 looks good too. It looks great. I mean, the design looks really nice. That cool little slanted design. I mean, it looks pretty cool. But to me, the box doesn't matter. What really matters is what's going on in the box. What you get out of the box. My Xbox fucking going crazy over here. Anyway, that's all that matters to me. And even though there is a lot of bad things about Xbox, like Xbox One. The DRM, having to check it in 24 hours. Really dumb in my opinion, because that requires you to have an internet. You don't have to be connected all the time, but you need to connect once every 24 hours to continue to play your games. You can still watch movies and listen to music and stuff, but you can't play your games because of digital right management or DRM. So, that's dumb, but to me, I foresee myself having internet, and if you check the last video, I go over all this. I foresee myself having internet for a long time, so I don't see a big problem in it. If for some reason once I move out or go to college and I don't have internet for whatever reason, I'll just get a PS4. But I foresee myself having internet, so I don't see a problem in that. And then the other problems, like I already went over the video about all the problems, so I'm not going to just make this whole video that too. But the other problems don't bother me, and don't get me wrong, even though they bother me and they don't affect me very much, like little to none, it still doesn't mean I accept them. I know I'm buying the console, so technically I am accepting them, but I don't accept them at a business standpoint. I mean, it's so dumb. It's limiting, and it just makes people turn away from the console. It isolates the gamers that made the Xbox so great and made it as popular and as fulfilling as it is today. So Microsoft does need to get their head out of their ass and change some of these, or even remove some of them would be even better. But you know, what are you gonna do? It's Microsoft. It's money. It's not about what everyone wants. It's about money. So that's a sad reality. But Sony's conference was really good. I mean, they showed really good games. The games are beautiful, gorgeous games. But as I said before, none of them really did it for me. I mean, Infamous, I was never really a big fan of Infamous, as I said earlier, and Gran Turismo, I never really liked Gran Turismo. Not a big racer fan to begin with. Like, I don't even play Forza, but I have played it, and it is pretty fun. Sorry, I keep itching my eyes. I don't know. It's just PlayStation's conference, game-wise, didn't really do it for me. I liked Microsoft's a lot. I enjoyed Microsoft's a lot better. But what was really funny, and I think Microsoft got what they deserved for this, is the fact that Sony called them out on everything. They were like, you want a console that's meant for gaming. This console will have no restrictions for used games. You could buy as many used games as you want. You could sell all your games, trade your games to your friends, give it to them as a gift, resell them, or keep them forever. You know, you could do whatever you want once you buy it, and we have no restrictions. No having to sign in once every 24 hours to verify your games, and all that stuff. And everyone flipped. I mean, at one point the crowd was pretty much standing up and clapping and cheering and crying. Oh, it's so beautiful. And it was pretty, like, it was jaw-dropping to see, like, the response to that. And even with all those people cheering on for this stuff not to happen, Microsoft is still not getting it up here. They're not getting it up here, and it's like right over them. Don't know why. Like, I mean, this is so obvious. You get all of your fans, most of your fans back. Like, I would say at least 90% of your fans back. If you just getting rid of the DRM thing. Getting rid of the DRM thing will give you a bunch. Making it so you can resell your games, but you have to have a hard copy. I mean, you can resell your game on Xbox One. People don't seem to know that, but you can resell them to participating retailers. So probably GameStop and Best Buy, probably nowhere else. Really big companies that are willing to do that. So yeah. Overall topic: PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One. Hardware-wise, PlayStation 4 has better hardware. Restriction-wise, PlayStation 4 has literally almost no restrictions at all. And Xbox, in my opinion, shut up, Connect. Xbox, in my opinion, just has the better games. And that's what I'm choosing my console for, is games. And the games they look all really good. There was only like 3 of them that I could care less for. The rest of them, it's like, oh, I will buy this eventually. I will eventually buy this. So, it's just, I mean, for me, Xbox is just the way to go for me. I mean, if you guys want PlayStation, like, that's great. I mean, go with what you want. It's all you. It's your opinion. Go for it. I mean, but just make sure, and I recommend this to anybody who's thinking about getting an Xbox One, look into it. Know what you're getting into. I've read everything. I've been reading countless articles. I pretty much know everything about it right up here. So, make sure you do your research and make sure you have the finance to keep your internet running to afford some of these games. Luckily, the games will still stay $59.99, so that's good. But make sure you do your research, because even though Xbox One has a lot of restrictions, it's going to be a great console. I mean, with the restrictions, it's going to be a good console. I mean, it looks great, it plays great, and yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. My final choice, I'm going Xbox One at launch, and then I'll probably get a PlayStation 4 later. But Xbox One is the way I'm going. Let me know in the comments, guys. Please share with me. Share with me what console are you getting? PlayStation 4, Xbox One? Are you gonna just totally ignore those two and stick with Wii U or a current gen console? Please let me know. I really want to talk about it, and explain why. Tell me why. I would really like to know. And if you have some feedback, like why you think I shouldn't, why you think it's a good idea, do get it? Go ahead, tell me. I'm definitely want to hear it. Thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this Modi's vlog, like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me out. And thanks a lot, guys, so much. Peace out.